Hello students, in the earlier video we have discussed about string methods. Now in this video we will be doing some of the programs based on the string methods that we have learned in the last video. So the first program is write a program in Java to accept a word and display the ASCII code of each character of the word. And this is the sample, that is BlueJ. So how we need to get the output like this: ASCII of B is 66, ASCII of L is 76, U is 85, E is 69 and J is 74. So you are well aware about the ASCII code. So what are the ASCII codes? Which the value that is specified for each and every character in the Java programming language. So how we will be doing it? First we will be importing the package, then we have defined the class, then main class, and after this we need to get a value or we need to get a string from the user. So what we did, first we have used the scanner, we have called the scanner method, then we have entered a value, and then the string value we have taken using this statement. After this we need to print the ASCII value of each character. That means we have to visit each and every character. So for that we need to know the length of the string. We need to know the length of the string in order to know how many times we have to print the ASCII value. So first we will take this int len, that is your variable, and in this we will be using this method word.length. So as I have already told you, the length method in the string will do what? It will return the maximum length of the string, and when we have got the maximum length of the string, we will be running the loop from 0th index to the maximum length of the string. And we will be doing what? We will be storing each and every character. When the first time loop runs, what will happen? I is equal to 0, and this condition will be checked that 0 is maximum, 0 is less than len, so that the condition will be true. In that case, what will happen? It will store the value of word.char at 0. That means the value at the 0th index will be stored in the ch. So the first value is, the first character is B. So that B will be stored in the ch character, and in this what is happening, that we are using the explicit type conversion over here to convert the value of integer in the particular ASCII value that is specified for it in the Java programming language. So for B it is defined 66. So the first output will be ASCII of B is equal to 66. Like this it will run for the second time, where the value of I is equal to 1. That means the index at the value at index, or the character value at index number first. So it will be L, and again the value will be stored in that ch, and then ch, that means your char character, and then the value will be printed using this method, using this particular statement. So this will be printed BL. For B it is 66, for L it is 76, for U it is 85, and for E it is 69, and at last for J it is equal to 74. So this is how we will get the desired output. So you can see that this output is needed, and we have got this over here. Next we need to do what? We need a program in Java to accept a number and display only the initials. So that means the initials, that means first letter of each word. So it is like Lal Krishna Advani, so you need to take the first character only, L, K and A. So one thing to note, that we need to check the string, like if there is a white space, that means what? That white space is followed by the next character which is the first letter of the word, first letter of the particular word Krishna. So that means what? First we will run the string from here, from the 0th index, then we will see whether when we will get a white space, and when we will check for a white space and we will get a white space, that means what? The next character will be a first letter of the word that we have to print as the initials we are looking for. So we did what? We first have taken a string using the scanner method, and then we have taken the length, and after this we did what? We have printed the first element at the first, and then we are running the loop and checking whether the character is white space or not. Whenever you will get a white space, that means what? You have got the first element after the white space. So this will be the concept for using it. When the first time loop runs, it will check for I equal to 1 and it will go to this L. So it is not vacant, so the condition will false. Again the loop will run and you will move at A. Again A is not a blank space, so it will again this conditional statement will be false. Again this loop will run. When the third time loop runs, again this L is there, so again you don't have this white space over here, so it means what? This conditional statement will be false, so you will be moving again to the looping statement for over here. And after this, when the fourth time loop runs, you will get a white space. So that condition will be true. When the condition will be true, what you will do? You will increase the character at this value of second character, and you will print the value of K over here. Next, we need to get the longest word and length of the longest word present in the string. So that means what? We need to check, or we need to count the number of characters that we have in each words. Like in Tata we have 4, in the football we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in this word we have 4 characters, in this word we have 8 characters, in this word we have 3, 6 and 7. So first you have to do what? You have to count the number of characters in each and every word, and then you have to return the longest word, and the longest word represented or present in the string. So this is the output that we need. The longest word is football and the length of the longest word. So for this, what we will be doing? First we will take an input from the user as a string, and then we will be checking for the white spaces. So whenever we will get a white space, that means what? We need to check for the next element, and from counting this element from first element to last element, we have to count the number of characters. So for this we did what? We have taken the length of each and every string that we are storing it, and then we are checking whether it is a white space. So if it is a white space, next we will be checking whether the earlier character word that we have compared, like over here it is 4 and over here it is 8. So when you will be comparing this number of, or the length of string in Tata with the number of characters in the football, the number of characters will be different. So this will be compared, and if the word length is greater, then that word will be stored in the L word. So this is how it will work. Again in this question, what will happen in this question? Again you have to frame a word by joining all the first characters of each word of the sentence and displaying the word. That means what? We have to extract the first element of each word that is present in this string. So how we will be doing it? We will be again checking for the white spaces, and when we will get the white space, that means what? The next element that we have is your capital element, or the first element of the initial element of the word. So again we will be doing what? We will be again first we will take the value of the string, then what we will be doing, then we will take the length of the string and we will be checking for the condition whether it is a white space or not. So if it is a white space, that means the next element will be your capital letter that you have to extract. So this is the concept for it. Now after this we will be discussing this Floyd triangle. Now in this case what will happen? In this case we are checking for this print the Floyd triangle and we have to print the pattern. So we have to use what? We have to use a switch statement, and in that switch statement we will be printing the value accordingly. That means what? If the user have given the input as 1, you have to print this Floyd triangle, otherwise you have to print this character set. So first we have used the switch method and the switch statement, and we have taken the value of ch, and in the first case if the value is, in the first case we have run the loop from 1 to 5 and from, so this pattern that you have already done. We will be discussing the second part. In the second part you can see that we have used the string ICSE and we have ran the loop from 0 to maximum length of the string, and we did what? We have to just print the element, and one thing to note that the elements are increasing. Like in the first row we have printed the first element only, in the second row we have 2 elements, in the third row we have 3 elements, in the fourth row we have 4 elements. So when the first time loop runs, what will happen? I equal to 0, 0 is less than s dot length, that means the length of the string, and that is always less than the string, so this condition will be true. So what will happen? J is less than equal to 0, that again condition will be checked and the value of j is equal to 0. 0 is less than or equal to 0, that means what? The loop will run for one time, and what value it will return? S dot caret of j. So that means caret at 0. So the first element at the 0th index is I. So first I will be printed. Then when the second time loop runs, the value of j is increased to 1 and 1 is not equal to or less than 0, that condition will be false. You will move out from this loop and again you will go for the outer loop, and again the value of I will be updated to 0, and the loop will run for the second time where the value of I will be get updated to 1 and the loop will run for 2 times, and when the loop will run for 2 times it will give the output like this IC. Now after this we will be discussing problem based on string methods. We will be discussing the problems based on string methods. So this method is used that this is your string information technology and this is your variable int p is equal to str dot index of n. So that means what? We are checking for the index of n, and the index of n is what? When the first time index of will return what? It will return the first time the n character will appear. So when it will appear at the first index, so what will be the output? 1. Next up, where we are using this boolean p equal to string str1 dot equal ignore case str2. So that means what? We are comparing the element with this element with the next element over here, and when we will be comparing it, the value will be equal to what? True or false. Why? Because we have used the boolean over here and then we have printed the value that the result is, so the value return will be true. Next, this str s1 is equal to, these 4 strings are there, and then we are using this method. So this one will be the output. This will be false because it is in lowercase, it is in uppercase. More of the characters are in uppercase and some of over here in the lowercase. So when the first time loop runs, it will be equals. So for them, the computer, these characters written in small and these written uppercase are same. So it will return false. And when we are comparing this S1 with S4, this S1 with S4, and when we will be comparing, it will be returning true. Why? Because we have used the equal ignore case over here. Next up, in this question, we have string X is equal to computer, string Y equal to application, and then we have to do what? We have to take the output. So how we will take the output? X dot substring. That means that we are extracting the element from 1 to 5. So from first index to fifth index, we have extracted the value. So this will be printed OMPU. Next, index of X that character at fourth set. So at fourth index, whatever will the character will be, the value will be returned. So index of will return the value only. So this is doing what? X dot char at 4, at fourth index. What is the character? The character is U. Character is U, and what we have to return? We have to return the index, or we have to return the index of that character. That is, the character is U, and we have to give the index. So the index of U over here is 4. And then after this, we have this Y plus X dot string of 5. Substring, that means the string starts from 5th. So that means what? First we have to take the value of Y as it is, that is applications, followed by the element starting from 5th element. So this is TER. After this, we will be discussing about this. Give the output for this. This is your string. This is the element at the 0th index. This is at the first, second, third, and fourth index. Now, what we have to print? System.out.println x of 1. That means what? That is the string of the first element at the first index. So that is 0, 1. The first element is will be. Next, x3 dot length. X3 dot length means what? We have to return the length of the third element present in the string. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So this micromax length will be counted. That will be equal to 8. Next up, we have to give the output of the following string, and we have to replace the character E with A. So this is how we will be returning the value of E with A. So this will be the output. Now after this, we are comparing, or we are using the compare to method to compare dedicate string with devote. So as I have already told you that you will be required to compare it with the ASCII value. So first we will be doing what? We will be adding up the values, and then we will be reducing the value with this. So 68 minus 86 will be minus 18. So this will be returned by the value. So this was all about string handling. Now you have to move towards practice sheet to answer some of the questions based on the string handling topic. Thank you so much, students.